and my body tenses and I hold my breath. Do you have any spare change? She says. I mean, I have a couple quarters in my back pocket, but I don't think that's the kind of change she's looking for. See, I used to believe that homeless people were on the street by the fault of their own choices, that the man dancing in the middle of the road, putting on a show, was nothing more than a bum. A second-class citizen. It never crossed my mind it might be mental health or addiction, genetic dispositions that got him in this bad position, so listen. I know sometimes they can be a little intimidating, but they are just trying to get by, and aren't we all just trying to get by? They had stories before they got to this point in their lives. I used to know a boy. I guess he would be a man now, always running from his home. He was the definition of isolation, and no, the voices in his head did not keep him company. They always told him that he is not safe, that he has to go, that he will always be alone. When things got worse, he ran home. The safest place never known, but when he got there, his mother told him he was no longer welcome there. His last superhero left him drowning, deemed him as someone no longer worth saving. I never knew what happened to that boy. But wouldn't you go a little crazy too when you realized everyone had given up on you? And you had given up on yourself. Some people's rock bottoms are further down than others. And it's funny how quickly a shoulder to cry on become pavements to sleep on and bottles to empty. It's hilarious how we make fun of people who have lost everything, but they are not a comedy show. They are not here for our entertainment. They are people. Not just looking for $1, but for some misplaced hope, and every cardboard sign reads, if you've seen it, please return it, though I have no reward to offer you. So if you ever think you are any better than them, I ask, who died and made you kings? This world is just one big game of cards, and some of us have the odds stacked against us since the first hand. Some people just toss spades and tools to dig their own graves, I've learned. It takes more than a good heart to fix broken people. And there is no cast that can heal a brain in 6 to 8 weeks. Plaster doesn't work like that. So I can't blame someone who gets plastered to forget that fact. But home consists of more than a roof and a bed. It's not something that can be bought or drawn. It's more than triangles and squares. Home is the collection of all the cheesy cliches from wherever the heart is to the light at the end of the tunnel. Why don't you ask the man with the big house down the street why he still feels so lonely? Because it doesn't matter if you're an anxious teen or midlife crisis, we are all guilty of feeling homeless in our own skin. So we have no right to judge someone still trying to find their way home. Thank you.